Hi, everyone. My name is Caroline DeFreitas. I'm the HR director for Soho Medical Doctors.
Hi, I'm Falana Galileo, one of the HR generalists at Soho MD.
And today's episode is about traveling. Falana, where are we traveling to?
I kind of want to travel everywhere, but
yeah.
I think that's one of the great things about like working virtually, working remote, is that if your company allows it, of course, you have the opportunity to work from a different location. And so you don't have to take time off knowing that you could get your work done during your downtime, different things like that. So it's an awesome opportunity.
I always loved working for Soho MD for that, the hybrid ability where I can work from home and be in the office. Starting back when I first started with this company, it was like 3 years in, and I was able to work from home. I was able to travel and still work. So it was nice to see the ocean and working at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to kind of pick your brain, Falana, about like some of the findings that you have. I know one of them particularly that we use at our company is the VPN to ensure that what we're doing and the internet source is all encrypted because, obviously we're a mental health practice. So we want to make sure everything is secure. So what are some of the other findings that you had when people are traveling they should ensure?
Yes, definitely. Starting with the VPN, I think that's the most important. I want to say that the majority of companies probably utilize that. And then especially on top of the everyday work that we do, us as HR professionals, it's very important that we're encrypting everything and keeping files safe and not just traveling someplace and accidentally getting something picked up. So you want to make sure that your computer is locked. I know I had an employee in my last position who lost their entire laptop while traveling. So that got a little scary, but luckily it was all locked. No one could get in and we were able to shut it down remotely. So just making sure that you have those security features in place. You definitely want to speak to your company as a whole to make sure that traveling and specifically where you're going to be traveling to is an option for them, like to make sure that the location is okay. You need Wi-Fi service, of course, to make sure that it's going to be steady the whole time you're working. I recently had to travel and I was able to work from my computer while in the car because I don't like to drive. But I was able to work using a hotspot that I purchased and that had pretty steady service. It just worked off of the cell phone towers. So just little tips like that, just making sure that you have access to everything you need and that your work is safe, and keeping communication with your company.
Yeah, I number one, keep in communication with your company. Please do not travel and not let your company know. You have to let your company know because they have to either say yes or no. And they have to be able to help provide you with VPN if necessary, if needed, which in my opinion, all companies need that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So please let your company know. Just don't do that all for willy-nilly and just go and don't tell nobody. You need to let them know. There's a reason for policy and procedures within our HR department and throughout these companies and legal team. It's because we want to make sure everything is secure. Falana, I love the tip about locking your computer. I would also say locking and shutting down your computer after you're using it, shut it down. There's hackers and we know that out of, especially within this last couple of years, the hackers have been really great at at breaking things for major companies. And we want to make sure that you're doing things the right way. So, locking your computer, shutting it down when you don't need it anymore, closing out files, any weird files, make sure your company is making things encrypted and making sure that if something comes to your email, you're not answering weird emails. Our company loves to send messages to people and say, hey guys, we're flagging this. This looks strange. Do not answer this email. Make sure your company is doing that too. Because when you're on vacation, you're relaxed, you're comfortable, you're answering emails. But at the same time, you need to be focused on there might be something weird that you're picking up and something's getting sent to your email. So just be aware of that. I also like to say, and I have to say this, guys, when you're on vacation and you're working, and let's say you're on vacation and then you have to do some work, please make sure you log out when you're done with working. Folks, just make sure. I have to say it, but it should be pretty explanatory. But just in case, I'm letting you all know, I'm saying this on behalf of all the HR members in the universe. Please make sure you clock in and you clock out when you're doing your work. So clock in when you're doing your work and clock out when you're not doing any work. Okay. I don't want to see you in the water still logged in. Okay. So please, and then us employers have ways of seeing this. So just make sure you dot your I's and you cross your T's, everyone. Okay. And if you're traveling, let's say you're driving in the car like Philana stated, yes, you can have your laptop. Let's say you're actively driving. What I will say is if you're actively driving, don't be on a video call, I would prefer you to just do, a voice call. So you could be on the voice call because now all of our cars have this ability where we have the CarPlay and we can hear the audio while you're driving. You're focusing on your driving. So do that if necessary. If not, park your car. You can definitely park your car. So with this nice perk, just make sure that you stay accountable. Make sure you still have respect for your company. Make sure you're still committed and ensuring that you're doing the right things. So that's our little tips and tools for today. Philana, anything I missed there?
I think one thing I forgot to mention was looking to see if your company has any partnerships with workspaces,
Yes,
workspace buildings.
Yes.
I know you recently told me what Regis was.
Yes. Regis is amazing. Regis, there's a couple of them. Regis, there's WeWorks. For example, when I went to Ghana, I used the Regis office. I looked it up. I Googled it. Regis is everywhere, all over the world. So if you need to travel internationally, definitely look for a Regis location. You can be in an office setting and you can be able to have your meetings, your calls. So definitely look into that when you need to travel outside of the country. You can even do it within the country. And they have secure Wi-Fi. You could also use your VPN, and they also ensure that you have a space where you can have private calls. So shout outs to Regis for that. I love Regis for that ability. Yeah, that's great. Thank you guys. Please share with us what you're doing with your company. It's definitely appreciated. We love some of the commentary that we've been seeing thus far, and continue watching. Hey, I do want to share with everybody, we are now on YouTube, folks. So if you don't catch us on LinkedIn, definitely catch us on YouTube. I recently did a podcast on there, so you can also check that out. The team has so many things coming up. I know Dr. Ritush did a podcast, our founder, and Dr. Jaspitri, I'm sure, is doing some content as well coming up soon. So please go check out our YouTube. It's Soho MD YouTube. Check that out. Thank you so much. Happy Monday.
Thank you.
Bye.